Oh, in the last video, we went through how to set up the recursive sequence that models your debt over time. If you had to borrow $12,500 from a bank that charged you 17% annual interest, but then compounded monthly, and then you had to pay the loan back in 5 years, which ends up being 60 months. So as a quick review, here we've got the recursive equation. Your new debt is going to be your old debt plus the 17% divided by 12 times the old debt. And that 12 is because they compound the interest monthly, 12 times a year. And then minus M. So we were going through in the last video at the very end on how to figure out M is the monthly payment, the minimum monthly payment to pay off your debt in the 60 months. So that tells us that initial debt is $12,500. And then we have an ending condition, P sub 60. After 60 months, you want to equal zero debt. Okay, so I'm going to go through this process one more time on Google Sheets to find the minimum monthly payment. All right. Here it settled down on $310.67. But I think this might be worth looking at again. Let's say we start at $100, or we start at zero. And again, after 60 months, if you don't pay anything, your debt's just going to increase more than double. So once you've downloaded GoalSeek, get add-ons and download GoalSeek, click on Open. I want to make sure, scroll down to the 60 months, so excuse me. All right, the set. All right, we're going to keep this on set for this class. This is the right thing, but set. Click on the cell, use selection, B62. We want that, I kind of read this as set this cell, the 60-month cell, equal to zero by changing, if I delete that, your monthly payment. So I'm going to use selection. I click on that to see the C2, and then we're on the solver, or GoalSeek. All right, and this kind of depends on your internet speed, and this software package GoalSeek actually has low reviews because it takes quite a long time, at least for computer standards, to actually run through and find your value. Notice right here, $310.65. If we scroll to the bottom while the algorithm is still working, it's just changing values. Notice right here is trying to make this as close to zero as possible, right? Minus 0.000, and eventually it's going to stop. And so it's hard to get the exact value, but if you're, working for the bank, they're going to tell you that they're going to have to pay them $310.66 would be your minimum payment. The minimum monthly payment is $310.66. All right, if we scroll down to the bottom, it's not exactly zero, but pretty darn close. Many zeros here. All right, so let's say if you use GoalSeek. Those of you that prefer to use Excel, it's almost the same exact setup, but I'm going to show you how to set this up in Excel. I'll make this a little bigger so you guys could see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to type in months, debt, and monthly payment. For months, I want to make sure I get up to 60, in fact, exactly 60. Highlight 3 or 4 months in a row. Hover your mouse until you get that black plus sign, or white plus sign, depending on your version. Click and drag down. Let's see, 71. That's I want this much. I can then highlight all the values I don't want. Right click, clear. Here, let's delete all those. So I've got 60 months. Debt. We're starting off with $12,500. That was your initial debt. And then I want to essentially enter in your recursive equation. Your previous balance plus 0.17 over 12 times the previous balance minus that monthly payment. So previous debt plus 0.17 over 12 times the previous debt, and then minus the monthly payment. But don't forget, just like we did in Google Sheets, you want to surround that monthly payment. In this case, it's column C with $2 signs. And the other way to do that, the keyboard shortcut, click on monthly payment, and then you could click on the F4 button. It'll automatically enter those $2 signs. And I notice if I throw on $100, it goes down. If I throw on $1,000, it goes down even more. And then once I have the cell with the formula inside of it highlighted, have your mouse over the bottom right corner until it changes color. Click and drag all the way down to 60 months, or you could double click. It will automatically change the values. So this is saying if you pay $1,000 a month, you're going to pay off your debt in 14 months. After 14 months, your debt's cleared because you're paying more money than you need to. After 60 months, you have paid the bank $64,000. Kind of silly. But I want to get that minimum monthly payment, and it should be the exact same thing. You should get $310.66. To do that in Excel, excuse me, what am I doing there? Okay, so if you're on your home screen, you don't have to download GoalSeek. Click on the Data tab up here. Click on Data. Over here, towards the right, there's a what if analysis, and then GoalSeek. I'll do that again. If you want to get to that GoalSeek to figure out this minimum monthly payment in Excel, Data tab. Go over to the right, there should be a what if analysis. Click that, and then GoalSeek. All right, and has looks a little different, but it's still the same setup. Set cell. Okay, I want to set cell down here, right here. So for me, it's B62. I want to set the 60th month debt cell to 0, and by changing, in this example, I want to change the monthly payment. So set cell. Your 60-month debt cell. For me, it's B62, to value 0, and then by changing the monthly payment C2, I'll click OK. And just notice with Excel that happens a lot faster. Probably because Excel is not free, they have a faster algorithm, but we do get the same exact value, $310.66. If we round to the nearest penny, we'll clear the debt. That E means there's a 0.00. 11 zeros before you get to the -9. So it's not exactly 0, but it's pretty darn close. Close enough for the bank. So you would owe them $310.66 for 60 months to clear off your debt.